everybody, it's Larissa coming to you from my house. I hope you're all doing well. You know, one of the things that I've been noticing is that shelter animals are getting adopted like we have never seen before. In fact, one of the rescues I work with, Paul Works, has been transporting animals down to LA, and every single animal is getting adopted within minutes. It makes my heart swell. But there's one thing I want to remind everybody. We are going to be going back to work one of these days, hopefully soon. And that can lead to what we know is separation anxiety.
Oh, did someone chew up the couch? That's nice. That's nice. Thanks. That's really nice.
So using Piggly as my beautiful model, today I'm going to show you some easy and fun tips and tricks to help prevent separation anxiety. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Good. Tip number 1, get your dog used to a very specific schedule. Keep to it because you want them to get used to you getting up at the same time every day, going for a walk, getting their meal time, and then going off to work. All right, but also don't make leaving or coming a big deal. Act like you're just going to the mailbox. Bye. So you want to do this a few times a day. Start really small, 3 minutes maybe, go up to 5 minutes. You're creating distance between you and the dog. That way, when you actually leave, when work does pick up, they won't think that the minute you leave, something bad's gonna happen. Remember, don't make a big deal at your home. Hello. A lot of times when people rescue, they overshower the animals with love. They want to make up for lost times, but that's not the right thing to do. So just be cool. Now, the next tip that we want to introduce you to is something called distancing while home. And this one is a little bit more challenging, but I promise it'll help. Okay, so for this, you want to get something that's going to be the dog's special place. It can be their own little fluffy bed. It can be an X-pen, which I love. It can be a crate. But basically, this is going to be their space, their boundary that they can't cross. You are home, you are in sight, but they need to know that this is your time to do your thing, and they need to wait. Okay, so Piggly knows this is her spot. And anytime she decides she's going to get out, if I haven't let her out, well, let's try that again. I'm going to put Piggly in her space, and every time she gets out, I'm going to give her a little verbal correction. Okay, okay, I need to be closer. You're going to slowly work on this. You're going to get further and further. The goal is that when you put your precious baby in their space, you yourself can clean the house, you can clean the dishes, somebody can come over, and they won't leave until they've been let out. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but I promise it makes for a very, very balanced dog that looks to you for their cues. Last but not least, there are a couple products I do love when it comes to separation anxiety. One of them is a puzzle toy or a treat puzzle toy. Like a Kong, you've seen them before. They're indestructible for the most part. You can fill them with some peanut butter, some cheese, whatever it is that your dog goes crazy for. And when you leave the house, it creates hours of distraction. Only do that if you choose a toy that is indestructible or very hard to pull apart, because anything that can break off, you never want to leave your animal with unsupervised, ever, ever, ever. The other thing I love is the Relaxo Pet Pro Pet Relaxation Trainer. It's this amazing piece of technology. It's so small. It's this compact wireless speaker. And when you leave the house and you turn this on, it can actually pick up motion and sound. So if your dog is really anxious and barking or panting, it will automatically turn on and emit a frequency that only your dogs can hear. And there's a function that if you want, you as the human can hear too. It's really calming, really nice music. So this is something I highly recommend. It's a great tool to have, and they do come in ones that are not bling, but I had to channel my inner Kim Douglas and go for the bling, and they have ones for cats. I hope those tips help you, and thank you so much if you have adopted or fostered during this time. And if you can't adopt or foster, that's okay. You can still help many animals in need. You can go to hallmarkchannel.com/donate and donate to our Adoption Ever After Fund. We're still teaming up with Petco Foundation, and they do so much wonderful work. So please do whatever you can, and we appreciate every single penny. Stay safe.